Welcome to Ballet Bites, your daily 10-minute deep dive into the electrifying crossroads of ballet and tech. Picture this, a stage where mere mortals lights up San Francisco Ballet, and the set transforms in real time around a gender-neutral principal duo.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like the spotlights on AI itself. It fuels both innovation and controversy, right?
Totally. Just imagine, back in January 2024, when that premiere hit, dancers and coders couldn't stop DMing each other. It was a wild collision of creative minds and tech wizards.
Right. They said the visuals were powered by Hamel Industries' custom AI engine, paired with a live electronic score by Floating Points. That's like a remix of tradition with a futuristic twist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And backstage, programmers were literally huddled with stage managers, switching up code like quick costume changes between acts. It's a fusion that felt seismic.
So, here's the burning question. Does AI actually turbocharge creativity, or does it intrude on the human element that makes ballet so expressive?
My take is that it really acts like rocket fuel, if you know how to steer it. I mean, choreographer Asher Barton reportedly input motif prompts into the engine, then edited the output with lots of rehearsal sweat. It's like having a quirky improv partner who, well, never gets tired.
That's a vivid way to put it. But there's also a worry. Some dancers fear that this improv partner might, steal the spotlight of their very personal solos.
Exactly.
Right?
Because the worry is that the algorithm can pump out movement phrases so endlessly that it flattens the messy human why behind each gesture. A true pas de deux is more like an emotional dialogue rather than a cold autocomplete.
I get that. Yet, if we recall Balanchine calling dancers instruments, then maybe AI is just a new instrument that can riff in 4D. The genius, as they say, lies in the deliberate choice of which notes to keep.
For sure, and audiences seem to be vibing with this mix. SF Ballet saw a 12% jump in Gen Z ticket sales right after the premiere, showing that tech-native viewers are hungry for that hybrid energy.
Yeah, it's like technology is pulling in the younger crowd, making ballet feel less like a relic and more like a live remix.
Now, on to a hot legal topic. Who really owns AI-generated
yes.
choreography? The US Copyright Office, as of March 2024, clarified that purely algorithmic outputs aren't copyrightable, but human edits are.
Right, so if you co-create with the AI, you hold rights only to those tweaks, leaving the rest floating in the public domain soup. It really muddies repertory royalties.
Exactly. Imagine a touring ballet company splitting fees because the algorithm composed the linking steps. Dancers' unions are already brainstorming addendums.
Yes, and speaking of evolving formats, competitions could get a whole new twist too. Picture Youth America Grand Prix 2030, with solos generated by something like ChatCrank 5.0.
That's wild. Judges might soon need disclosure forms as detailed as doping tests, and metadata tagging will become critical to show which elements were AI-assisted, like that blockchain logging independence done by the Royal Swedish Ballet in 2025.
Now here's where it gets really interesting. Democratizing ballet training. Can AI and VR, for instance, broaden access without diluting centuries of tradition?
Oh, absolutely. There was this February 2025 white paper showing hobbyists improving their arabesque alignment by 14% after just 6 VR headset sessions, thanks to real-time skeletal tracking that shouts out hip rotations louder than any teacher's clap.
Right. That's impressive, but I wonder, does VR really capture the tactile nuance of Rosen and partner weight? It's like, you can teach posture, but who codifies the soul of a pole mop?
Good point. VR might not smell like rosin or capture human partnering nuances. As one might say, Vaganova didn't code her porte de bras into any game engine. Yet, programs like Boston Ballet's adaptive dance are striking a balance. They use motion capture for students with autism, while still grounding every session with
Yes.
classic bar work.
It seems like a flipped classroom model is emerging, where swirling between VR practice at night and studio sessions in the day becomes the norm, blending accessibility with tradition.
Exactly. That sweet spot of tech-driven practice and human artistry is where innovation lives. And then there's the impact on live audiences to consider.
Oh yes, the live experience. Mere mortals swap traditional drops for LED panels that respond to orchestral frequencies. When the cello slides, the backdrop literally ripples.
Right. Critics even drew comparisons to Wayne McGregor's AI reactive soundscape for Deep Staria at Sadler's Wells. But dancers had to adjust too. Imagine needing laser-sharp spacing awareness, so one wrong diagonal, and you're lost in a glitch abyss.
Indeed, it must be a balancing act. On one hand, ticket surges are out the roof, with SF Ballet's Under 30 Rush selling out in minutes. On the other hand, purists worry about screen fatigue and the loss of traditional magic.
Right. In a May 2025 survey, 37% of Royal Ballet patrons even warned that ballet might turn into Marvel on Pointe. That's speaking volumes about how a tech-infused performance is perceived.
I respectfully challenge that notion a bit. Isn't it true that ballet throughout history has survived all sorts of tech leaps, from electric lighting to recorded music? Every big change initially sparked controversy until it became canon.
Absolutely, that's a great counterpoint. I mean, remember how the Paris Opera audience booed Noverra's reforms in 1760? Today's tech, AI included, might seem disruptive now, but could simply be tomorrow's standard.
Exactly. So summing it up, AI in ballet is neither a savior nor a saboteur. It's really just a mirror reflecting our creative choices. Choreographers who stay curious, who blend the human touch with digital wizardry, are the ones who will thrive.
Right on. And the big question remains, is the future a pas de trois, where the dancer, choreographer, and algorithm share equal creative weight?
Yes. Or as critic Alistair Macaulay once lamented, does the neon glare of code kill the mystery, the very soul of ballet?
Both points hold weight. The stage is set for a wild new act, one where potential pitfalls like screen fatigue and loss of nuance mingle with creative breakthroughs and wider accessibility.
I love it. It's like every revolution in ballet demanded that we rethink norms. Now, with AI, we're writing an entirely new chapter.
Exactly. And imagine rural schools now streaming guest faculty via mixed reality lenses. Picture a principal from Paris Opera, almost life-size, hovering in a Wyoming gym. Breaking the fourth wall, quite literally.
Yep, it's a testament to how technology can democratize art, making elite instruction accessible anywhere without sacrificing the artistry entirely.
Right? Though it's all about balance. The essence of ballet, its mystery, its physicality, must remain intact, even when we integrate tech tools like AI and VR.
Definitely. And while ticket numbers and sales stats might tell us one part of the story, the less tangible connection between dancer and audience is just as crucial.
Well put. As we wrap up, it all circles back to our listeners. Where do you stand? Do you see the future as a harmonious pas de trois? Or do you worry about losing that essential human touch?
Exactly. Share your thoughts, drop your comments, and join the conversation as ballet continues to evolve into this wild, innovative spectacle. Stay limbered up. The Pointe shoe revolution is just getting started.